Hello, I'm Elizabeth Vargas, and this is 2020 in Touch. Here's what we're working on for this week's program.
What would you say is the secret to your relationship?
I think the only way to keep a relationship going is you talk to each other. If you don't talk to each other, then things build up, and you're a goner after that. And he taught me all of that about the talking.
Why didn't the two of you just live together before you got married, like modern couples do?
Because I'd never lived with anyone, and I didn't want to because I didn't know if it was worth it. I mean, I don't give myself away that easily. I don't know. But you're so cute.
Valerie, how do you deal with all the groupies around your husband?
At first it was real difficult, but now it's still difficult. Well, I go out with him a lot, and when I don't go out with him, if someone strange answers the phone, he's in trouble and he can't come home. You know, the locks are changed and he knows that, you know, but...
Not anymore.
No. Don't bet on it, honey. I deal with it with the way that the communication and the trust and all those things that are part of a relationship. I trust him implicitly. I mean, you know, and I can't not. If I don't, then we have nothing.
Finally, what quality do you love about Eddie more than any other quality?
Physically or mentally? Physically, I love his smile and his eyes, and I was first attracted to him by his hands, and mentally, it's just his honesty, and how much he's made me feel so good about myself, and secure.
How about you, Eddie? What about Valerie?
Basically the same thing, yeah. I think I got a better smile. Yeah, same thing, really.
Why did that feel like the right move for you back then, to get married at the age of 20 to a rock and roll star?
I was madly in love. Madly in love. I just adored him. I thought he was my future and my be-all, end-all. And, you know, almost 30 years later, I still love and adore him. I just don't, I'm not in love with him. We kind of stopped liking each other for a while, and I think we're back to liking each other again. But you don't really know how to give and receive love at such a young age. And I think my relationship now probably proves that, definitely, because it's love at an older age is definitely a much more enjoyable process than it was back then. It's all about emotions and carnal, and it's just not so much that anymore. I mean, the carnal's still there, but it's more intellectual too. I mean, I can actually have a really fun, decent, engaging conversation that I wasn't able to, and it's no fault of Ed's, no fault of mine, we were just too young.
When did you get the feeling that something was not right with your relationship after you got married?
Oh, I had a million something's not right moments. And they just added up to where it just became unbearable for both of us. And I think I was just the first one to say, I think we're done, basically. Or, you know, if you don't do this, then I'm getting a divorce and you divorce me. So I guess I think we were both there at the same time.
Why did that take so long for you, though? I mean,
I think we're both very stubborn, and that's all we knew was our relationship. We were treating each other, and we had a young son. And that old thing about staying together for the kids really rings true for a lot of people, but I think it's probably the biggest mistake a lot of people can make, staying together for the kids, as opposed to having two healthy, kind parents that live separately, or two fighting, warring parents that this is their version of love.
It almost would have been easier if you'd been, you know, a real jerk, right? If you hadn't had some...
It'd be a heck of a lot easier. I'd have left Ed a long time ago if he was a real jerk, you know, but he wasn't, and he still's not.
You can see that story and much more Friday on 2020 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 Central. I'm Elizabeth Vargas. For all of us at 2020, we're in touch, so you be in touch.